Hello, God's people. My name is Jack, and I want to talk to you about the Bible, about God, about everything, and how it's all related. Jesus and the suicidal swine. I want to read to you from the 8th chapter of Matthew, starting with verse 28, and I'm going to go down to verse 34. And when he was come to the other side, into the country of the Gergesenes, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, there met him two possessed with devils, coming out of the tombs, exceeding fierce, so that no man might pass by that way. And behold, they cried out, saying, What have we to do with thee, Jesus, thou Son of God? Art thou come hither to torment us before the time? And there was a good way off from them, and herd of many swine feeding. So the devils besought him, saying, If thou cast us out, suffer us to go away into the herd of swine. And he said unto them, Go. And when they were come out, they went into the herd of swine. And behold, the whole herd of swine ran violently down a steep place into the sea, and perished in the water. And they that kept them fled, and went their ways into the city, and told everything, and what was befallen to the possessed of the devils. And behold, the whole city came out to meet Jesus. And when they saw him, they besought him that he would depart out of their coast. Now, I want to share with you 3 points that I got from reading this excerpt, these verses. 1, evil will not reign forever. And they know, the evil knows that they won't reign forever. When in verse 29, and behold, they cried out, saying, What have we to do with thee, Jesus, Son of God? Art thou come hither to torment us before the time? Evil, the devils, these demons, they know that they have an appointed time. They cannot reign over us forever. They cannot reign over you forever. If you are tormented by something, it will not last. And that goes, big ones and small ones. Something that seems minute that is troubling you, or something big that is troubling you. Trouble will not last. No form of trouble will last forever. All right, my second point. We're not supposed to eat pork. So the devils besought him, after they saw a good ways off that there was a herd of swine feeding, many swine feeding, and they wanted to be released to go into the swine. And without a thought, Jesus let them go, gave them permission to go into the swine. And the swine perished. They violently ran down a steep place, and they perished into the waters. Why would Jesus allow? Now, this is a farm. This is a farm of swine. This is a herd of swine that people have been keeping. Why would Jesus just allow this livestock that people were probably eating be allowed to just perish? Swine is unclean. We're not supposed to eat swine. We're not supposed to eat swine at all. It is unclean to us. It's an abomination to be consuming swine. We are not supposed to touch swine at all. So we're not supposed to eat swine. That's the second point. And lastly, third, people care more about their way of living than they do change. And behold, verse 33, and they that kept them fled, those that kept the swine, that herd of swine, and went their ways into the city, and told everything and what was befallen to the possessed of the devils. They saw what just happened with these possessed devils, these people who were possessed by demons. And behold, the whole city came to meet Jesus. They came out there to meet Jesus. And when they saw him, they besought him that he would depart out of their coast. They wanted Jesus to leave. It just leads me to believe that most people care more about their way of living. Jesus he just banished, he just released this man of devils. He was possessed with devils. That is a great feat, something that they had probably never seen before. I can understand that that is something I've never seen before. And instead of celebrating the fact that this man have been released from devils, Jesus is here. Jesus, the light, is here before us, and we want him to leave. I believe that they were more concerned with the fact that their herd of swine has just been diminished. Their way of living has just been removed from them. These were probably more than likely the farmer. The whole city came out. This was an entire city who was farming swine. Swine is something that we're not supposed to eat, something that we're not even supposed to be touching. And they wanted Jesus to leave. They cast out the Son of God. They wanted him to leave their coast because of what he did. People care more about their way of living than they do change. So be careful who you align yourself with, because if you are a friend of the world, you are an enemy of God. Do not worry about evil, because it will not reign forever. It will not last. Your trouble will not last always. And don't eat pork. Let's try your best to shy away from pork, because it is unclean. It is making us sick. But I digress. My name is Jack. I hope this blesses everyone who hears it. I hope this blesses you individually, because I really do appreciate you watching, whoever you may be. Please consider subscribing, and don't forget to praise God.